now.
Nice, nice. Oh, and so the band was actually here in Oxford earlier today, recording at Scotty Sandwich's sandwich shop
Yep.
studio.
Yep. He made us sandwiches all right.
Nice.
And it was one tasty snack.
Yeah.
Wasn't it?
Tasty snack at the sandwich shop.
No, it was. I've known Scotty for a little bit, a couple of years, and he invited us like, dude, just come on out, let's record something. I was like, hey, we should do a cover. We should do a cover of a band that we all like, and we did Sam I Am, Dole. Yeah, and it's turning out pretty cool. So we got Scotty doing some bass and some guitar. We're all coming in on it. It's cool.
So look out for that because we're recording it, which means we can release it.
If Sam I Am says it's okay.
Yes.
You got to get the copyright.
But it's a potential thing. Look out for it.
And the cool thing about about the sandwich shop is like it's like a hot spot for like local bands now. You know, all these awesome local bands are going to record, and it's in Oxford, and I think it's just fantastic. He's putting Oxford on the map. What I'm trying to do with this show and Stuck in Rotation in this studio session series and stuff. So shout out Scotty Sandwich.
Yeah, Scotty. Thank you, everyone. Yeah, let's have a round of applause for Scotty. Yeah, there it is. Thank you.
So how did this is for all of you. How did you get your start in music?
Want to start?
Oh my God, I did not think I was going to get asked that question. How do I?
Oh, I got some
Loaded
good
question. I'll start again.
Oh, this
Yeah,
is just beginning.
I fell in love with music when I was a kid.
Yeah.
So my father was into big time car culture, and this is Southern California. I grew up in Los Angeles area, so we got all the classic cars. So I was introduced to the 50s, Buddy Holly, Elvis Presley, Beach Boys. Like I fell in love with that. But as I grew older and angstier, I wanted something a little harder, and I got into punk rock.
Yeah.
And so that was long time ago. I was 16.
Well, I started playing piano when I was 5, and didn't, learn the things that I wish I knew now. But I developed a lot of skills that kind of became more like innate, like in my body and intuitive now. And so that's really great. But I quit playing music when I was in high school because I couldn't join the band because I wasn't allowed to sleep over because I was a girl. And so I couldn't join the band, even though they wanted me, but the parents said no.
Oh, that's lame.
So I didn't get to play in high school, and then certainly didn't play in college. And but I kind of came back to it over the years. I just keep coming back to music because I realized that it's kind of one of the life forces and like essence. It's an essence that I thrive on and like need in my life.
It's
I
a
guess.
part of you.
Yeah,
Like you live for it's like in the bloodstream.
Yeah. So I think I've kind of finally committed to like dance and performance art and music and see how that all pans out. But so I guess what I'm saying is taking a while to kind of circle back to music where I want to really commit to it and make it my first love. And now here we are. John, do you want to?
Yeah, anyone want to take the mic?
I really like Ludwig van Beethoven.
Yeah.
So that's what got me into punk rock, which doesn't make a lot of sense, but in a way it kind of does. If you think about it. And yeah.
That's so funny.
I like that.
I
I'm learning more about John with every show.
As a kid, the same thing with Dan. I just always liked music when I was a kid. Like when I was in school, my mom she would play like country music on the radio, and my dad was a big classic rock guy, so I grew on that kind of stuff. And then when I was about 9 or 10, I discovered YouTube, and I got into all sorts of heavier stuff like punk and metal and like all that kind of stuff. And when I was about 12, my aunt and her wife took me to see this play. It was like a little community theater deal. It was like a Dr. Seuss musical. And I was reading through
the musical.
Yeah, I was Susan.
I did that in high school. Sorry.
Yeah. So I was during the show. I was reading through the little how like in a musical they hand you a little booklet has all the ads, and the cast, and all that. I found an ad for a music teacher in Hillsboro. Showed it to my mom, and she was like, "All right, yeah, we'll hit him up, see what we can do." And I met him. He had a real nice studio, drum kit, guitars everywhere. I didn't know what I wanted to learn. I just wanted to learn something. That's how much I loved it. I just wanted to learn some instrument. I didn't know what. And he was like, "So what do you want to learn?" And I looked at the drums, and I was like, drums. And I picked up my first beat or two pretty quickly. And about 14-ish years later, here I am, and that's my origin story.
I started playing bass at 13. My brother played electric guitar, so I picked up the bass so we could play together.
Nice. Oh, and so she's left now. But Reagan, who she's 16 and she was in a band. They play like Corey Hills and stuff. But Landon came in for the first time, and we were sitting here talking, and we were talking to her, and come to find out that Landon and Reagan know all, because she goes to Wall of Sound and stuff like that. Like, so she was a kid, like all the local legends that do that, taught her how to play guitar and write songs and stuff like that, and she knows Erica from Bangs, and so
I know Erica from Bangs
yeah,
too.
so it's we were so have you read that book? What a Wonderful and Strange Time. Is a Tom Maxwell book from Squirrel Nut Zippers. So he talks about the 89 to 99 music scene. It just came out, and me and her at work one day, and she's like, yeah, this and this, and talking about her journey through that. And I'm like, you just name drop everybody in this book. I was like, you were basically taught by the local legends of yesteryears, I was like, that's so rad. All right, so we want to kick off with a song.
Sure. Yeah.
What will we be hearing?
We're going to start with Castaways. It was a song off our first EP that we released back in 2022.
All right.
Yeah. Prancing to her own beat, crackles to her life, painting our cobble streets, that's your Russian hair, parading cascade, standing us on shore. She sailed away into the night, we just and sway, Wednesday hypnosis, charming castaways, intoxicated lungs, filled with air, sweeter than smoke, displacing all despair, saturated wedge, puppies ahead, drenching every thought, numbing all the tread, into the night, we test and sway, Wednesday hypnosis, charming castaway, into the night, trapped in a day, easy hour, dysphoria. Ashes and ashes line the halls, burst in the face, and a heavy rain falls into the night. We dance and sway, Wednesday hypnosis, charming castaway, into the night, trapped in a day, chasing dreams. Euphoria. Thank you. Thank you.
Awesome. That was awesome.
That's a fun one. Good one to open up.
Oh yeah, that was really great. Before I forget, before she kills me, shout out to my wife Laura and to my daughter Luna and my son Cannon. Hey guys.
Hey, Laura, Cannon, 2 daughters.
Fam shout out.
Cannon,
Family.
yeah, Cannon. He doesn't really care about music, but Luna, who's my 5-year-old, is obsessed with music. So, you know, I'm gonna get her involved with like Wall of Sound and stuff like that when she gets a little bit older. And what was it, like 3 months ago? Supposed to go to Postal Service and Death Cab Slow Pulp show, and babysitter forgot, went to the beach. So like $90 later, like
Oh my god.
took both the kids. Cannon's just like, oh, it's cool. And Luna's like going insane. Like, so now she's like, I want to listen to your records, Dad. Oh, yeah. I want
Has
to
she
go to
started
concerts.
playing anything?
Christmas.
Ooh.
Christmas.
Oh shoot.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
Well, she's not
we're gonna
listening.
zip it. They might be watching
Yeah.
this.
Yeah, I know. You might have ruined Christmas. Look great.
Yeah. I know. And I'm probably going to, Dad, what's going on Christmas? I'm going to be like, man, I shouldn't have said nothing.
You're on tape.
Yeah.
We're gonna come back to this.
Like, I heard this. It's recorded. We can go back and play it back. You said it.
I just gave him evidence.
Yeah. All right. So, what inspires your songwriting and the process behind it?
Boy, that's another loaded question. Sorry, yeah, it's a loaded question. I think a lot of what we sing about is really, finding our place, in this world. Certainly, a lot of emotional lyrics. There's been a lot of more rooted in relationship stuff. Whether it's romantic or friendly, or even just how we relate to the world. And I think it's what I personally like to write about is more introspective sort of things, and presenting it in a poetic, metaphorical way. But we all have like certain ways that we contribute to the songs. I mean, we've sat down and wrote lyrics, like sound off, sound on, and sleep over and one of Ron's favorite, Short Circuit.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Love. I mean, I love all the songs, but I love that song. It's one of my favorites.
Yeah, that one particularly is about finding like some sort of common denominator between each other. Like we don't have to fucking blow up each other, I'm like,
Yeah.
if we're gonna fight, we might as well like fight like adults and find each other's viewpoints.
Yeah.
Right.
Is what we're trying to see.
Actually try to change something versus just like an explosion of energy.
I watched that,
Oh,
sure.
yeah. It's okay. Hey, I do it too. I slip too.
we're doing great.
Right out of the gate.
It's all right. It's a little slip up. That was Bob Ross. It's a happy little mistake.
Happy little-
Happy little tree.
Happy little.
Happy little bush.
Yeah.
Also Bob Ross.
Yes.
And his family didn't get any. Sorry, that's
Oh, I know that whole story,
Right? What a story.
dude.
His
It's
family didn't get any of the royalties and anything of his stuff.
so messed up. Yeah, it's so messed up. So like, what made you want to become musicians?
I don't think I had a choice, honestly. Like I had to do it.
It was
You
in
know,
the DNA.
It was in the DNA. Like it just felt right. I just had to pursue it.
I think I was like singing a bunch of French songs. I don't know. I think someone put me in front of a piano and they were like, "Oh, they can do this." And so that was just, and I liked it. What was the question? Like, what?
I played piano. I
decide
just
to-
liked it.
When did we decide? I was
What,
like, sorry.
what made you want to like become a musician? Like to do this as like like I want to pursue this.
Oh, like full time, or
Yes.
versus like, okay, sorry. I was
Yeah.
like, you mean like when I started becoming a musician? Sorry.
No, you're good.
This last year, when I kind of stepped away from relationships, I stepped away from a lot of kind of old systemic thinking of like, what I need to be able to do to be a functioning adult and like, or look like a, like kind of just trying to reshape my life around music and what brings me happy and makes me want to be alive. And that's when I decided that being a musician, however that looks, whether it's helping produce things, whether it's playing things, whether it's, I don't know.
Just being a part of it.
It's just gotta be, yeah, it's gotta be part of my life. Yeah.
I find creative ways to talk about my friends, What are you doing, man? I'll write a song about it. Maybe you'll understand.
That's a good answer. Good answer. Lando.
I mean, I'm not sure how it's hard to explain. I've always had this weird like connection with music.
Yeah.
It's hard. I can't really put it into words. It's just always been there. So, you know, I mean, the moment I did the drum sets for the first time, it just felt natural. That's kind of the only explanation I have. And it just, you know, have this natural connection to it. So it's drum part.
Okay. There.
Yeah, like our chorus. Write something.
It's your drug. It's your drug.
Yeah.
It's an emotional kind of connection. It's this thing that you just can't explain.
So do y'all ever call Lando Corinthian? Y'all ever call Lando
Not
Corinthian?
yet.
Whoa.
Ooh. Ah.
Is it Lando Calrissian? It is now.
Yeah.
I'm putting Lando C now.
Sorry, Landon.
I mean, that's the thing. Like, I'm a huge Star Wars fan. Everybody that knows me knows that. Pretty much all my friends know that. So I mean, you know, having that, you know, kind of similar thing there. You know,
Yeah.
like Lando. Yeah.
I just started calling you Lando. It made sense. Lando.
I mean, yeah. Like every time people call me Lando, I'm like, yeah, it's great. I love it. I might. Maybe I'll just change my name. to Lando.
Right.
You should legally change your name to Lando.
Don't tempt me with a good time.
Ah. Oh. All right. What sets you apart from other artists in your genre?
right?
Okay.
Well, I mean, we're rooted in punk, you know. I like to say we have a unique blend of talent here. You know, I've got a
And
certain-
backgrounds.
and backgrounds too. You know, it's sure, you know, we have different influences.
Yeah.
You know, and I bring that sort of like, I like Hot Water, I like Leatherface. That's why I bring that more gritty vocal.
Yeah.
But I knew that I didn't want that super masculine sort of sound.
Yeah.
I wanted something that like really lifted it up and gave it a shine. And that's where Luca brings in this beautiful like harmonies on it. And it just brings it to, I don't know, I love it.
I have to agree.
And so
I
that's what
going
makes it a little
underneath and
different.
lifting you up. I don't know.
Look at these things.
Yeah.
Always lifting me up here.
Ah.
And the synth too, obviously. You're killing it over on the Moog. Not
It
to
is
discredit
beautiful.
everything behind us, like
Tomato, tomato.
Moog, Moog,
Is there an
Mag.
actual
Oh, the Mag.
defini- Is there an actual
I say
like?
Moog. Moog. It is Moog.
There's an
It's
actual
not Moog.
phonetic like listing of this.
Mo. It's Moog.
Okay.
Moj. The Moj.
I just have been hearing everyone yell it at me that it's wrong for so many years that I'm just like,
Like it's a synthesizer.
I'm like.
We'll leave it at
it's a synthesizer. There
So
you
now I
go.
just literally go moogie 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 synthy.
that.
It's like yeah.
All right, we want to get into our next song.
Sure, absolutely. So this next one we just released off of our latest EP called On the Rocks, and we got a vinyl coming out. Waiting for it to be shipped over from A to Z Media.
Yeah, definitely let me
Yeah.
know about that.
Yeah.
Get
I'll
it in the
hook
record
you up.
shop.
It sounds really good. It
Oh, I
really
bet.
does. Yeah.
Wait, does Scotty have?
No, so Scotty didn't mix this one.
Okay.
We mixed it. We sent it off to Michael Westbrook.
Okay.
But we do have another album coming out on the label, Board of Death Records, in which we're a part of.
Yeah.
And Orc Patrol went to Scotty and mixed. Their latest one is Human Vice President. And that's also coming out in vinyl. And it
Oh, word.
sounds incredible.
Oh, they're a great.
Like
band.
you got the Scotty drums on it. It's your in-your-face drums, that shit that you all go to Scotty for. So
Nice.
Yeah.
As Landon says, bang bang cylinders.
Yeah.
what is it, Landon? What is it?
But I can't say it like you.
He's not going to give us the Mickey voice. You got to pull the Mickey Mouse voice out of him.
Landon.
Oh, that was timid.
Yay!
All right. So this was called Sound Off, Sound On. most recently? Am I the one I am meant to be? Check it! Sound off! Sound on! Something seems a little odd. Took my brain a far wash. Never thought I'd think your thoughts. Sound off! Sound on! Something here is clearly wrong. I'm in and out and then I'm gone. Lost frequency, we lost it all. I think back, think less. Try my best not to obsess. Find the message and the meaning. And the less to still repeating. Sound off, sound down. Something seems a little odd. Fill my brain a far wash. Never thought I'd think your thoughts. Stand up, sound on. Something here is clearly wrong. I'm in and out and then I'm gone. Lost frequency, we lost it all. Sound off, sound off. Something here is clearly wrong. I'm in and out, but then I'm gone.
Sick. That was awesome. Super sick.
That was fun.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I definitely had that one pre-saved. When y'all put it out, like, hey, pre-save this, I was like, yeah, I definitely have that pre-saved. Had to check my card, to make sure I was on the wrong one. I had to check my cards to make sure I was on the right card. What are some challenges that you face as an artist?
Go for it, Luca.
Finishing things and like committing to the going, you know what? No, this is going to be this, and we're just going to go with it. No judgment, see what happens. Put it together and kind of trusting that instinct and getting bogged down in that, you know, with the perfectionism kind of brain of like, I don't know.
No, I totally understand what you're saying. I totally,
For me, it's trying to balance and everything. You know, there's a lot of people in my life that rely on me outside of music.
Yeah.
You know, and this is an outlet for me, so I need it to balance heavily all the other influences in my life. So it's always trying to find that like perfect balance between spending a lot of time in this and my relationship or my parents or, you know, my friends, and saying like, put the music down for a minute, but then I'm just itching to get back. So it's like, I have to make sure that I'm not like being selfish through it.
you're looking for that perfect middle ground.
Yep.
Yeah.
And it's never there. That's the thing. It's never there. It's always that tension. I think that's the journey, you know?
Sarah? This is true. Whoa, that was loud. You're good. You're good. Landon? Yeah, that you mesh with really well.
What was that?
That you mesh with it really well.
Yeah, I mean, like, I've gotten I'm so fortunate to be with this band and, with my other band that I'm in. Am I welcome to watch that?
Yeah, because I'm still waiting to hear about the February show.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, Man at Third Planet. I'm so lucky with that too. I mean, it's just finding the people that you connect with really well and that you feel most comfortable around. I think that's what makes it really good. Not just great. Musicians, great. That's what makes
You
it
kind of feel like a family, you know.
Yeah, it's not just like a band, it's a family.
Yeah.
Look out for each other. And, we're there for each other at our weakest moments. And, that's what it's all about.
Yeah, you hold each other up.
And accountable.
I would say like doing music that I feel truly proud of, whether I'm writing it or just a part of playing and stuff, versus just like doing anything that is music. So I think it is at the beginning for me. It was really easy to just be like, oh, this is music. Yeah, I'll join it or whatever. I'll do that. Yes. But like writing stuff or being really proud of it versus just being like, oh yeah, it's music. I'll write this song and be done with it, and then I'll listen back to it. I don't know if I like that or if I'm just happy that I did music at all. But having said that, I'm really proud to and happy to be playing with these guys because it's music that I genuinely enjoy listening to and learning and playing.
We're so happy to have you too. Oh my God.
Yeah. Definitely.
Yeah.
Woo! So I'm gonna throw I don't have this on
Is that picture? Oh,
I don't have this on my card, but I'm gonna throw this as a wild card question. What's your favorite local band?
Oh, come on, man. Come on.
That's
Come on.
not a
No,
fair-
that's not fair.
that's not a fair question because we've got
Yeah.
friends in all the bands.
Well,
and it's like,
well,
I don't
that's
want to
like-
get punched in the face.
Ah.
So Worthington's Law
Yeah.
is
No shade to any other band, like I love like a crap load of local bands, but there's always you got that one that
I'm going to
What
politically.
genre? Like,
Any
what-
of
No,
them.
I'm going to
Any-
politically deflect. There's so many great bands out here.
How about
Full of
current? How about
talent in the
currently?
local area.
Current scene. What is your favorite?
I'm
local
really a big fan of what we're doing.
Well,
Sure. So shameless
I will not name
self-promotion,
another. I will not
shameless.
name another band. I feel weird.
Yeah, no, no.
I can name a couple bands.
I listen to like when I have a certain feeling. When
Yeah.
I'm feeling more like fun, upbeat party stuff, I'm going to go Worthington's Law.
Yeah.
When I'm feeling a little more like I want to get a little, it's not sort of sad and intelligent, I'm going to go Orc Patrol.
Yeah.
But then when I'm angry, like I'm going to go towards like Mega Colossus and all these really heavy bands around here, and like there's so much great stuff
And
out
also,
There
here.
I love
is.
what Narsic does. I
Yes.
love what they do. I mean, like,
Narsic, the
like,
Geeks,
yeah,
Yeah.
Geek. I mean,
Well-
there's just so
Treasure
many good-
Pains,
Yes.
like
there's so many good
geez.
bands.
Well, that's kind of how I was like what I was getting around to with the question was like, because like and it's all like I feel like there's always like been an iteration of local bands and like the scene and it changes, but it's everybody kind of like works together and it's kind of like a big huge community
and
family.
Tenderqueer? Sorry.
Yeah.
What it is. We're all helping each other out.
There's just so
It's a-
many good bands.
Yeah.
Like,
We just went on tour with Narsic.
yeah, and Asylum 213.
Yeah.
Oh.
So if it wasn't
Somebody's pulling
if it
double
wasn't for
duties in.
Sarah setting
Huh?
everything
John
up,
Carter Jr.
And John Kirby Jr. Thank you. I was like, wait, what was the name? It's great. It's a great show. Sorry, we went on tour with Narsic.
Geek. Oh yeah, I love Geek. So so they're friends of mine. They were actually the second band to ever come on here. The first band that we had down here, and like everybody was just like, I wouldn't listen to this, but this is amazing. So back in August, we had our first Next Door Music Festival, and they were on the roster, and everybody just loved them. Like
They've definitely been inspiration.
yes, and Paul was like, next year if you guys need help, like I'll help out like behind the scenes, and I'm like, Paul's my homie, so I'm like, sweet. Trey's like,
I actually almost wore a Geeked and or a Narsic shirt here, but I wore a Pumpkin Dragon. So what?
I wore
I
my
almost wore my Geek shirt.
so I wore my Geek shirt yesterday, the yellow one that's like got the chains and the egg logo and stuff. I wore that yesterday. I got my Kerosene Heights shirt on today. Shout out to Kerosene Heights. They were the headliners for the festival. They're amazing too. Local but Asheville, so
Asylum 213 is local, but Virginia.
Little Chair is awesome, and I feel like they're fairly new, Durham based. I think they're on Bandcamp, but you can find them on Instagram and find their music. And I don't know how to describe it, just listen to it. It's really incredible, very inspirational.
You'll have to remind me after the show.
Little Chair.
Little chair.
So many.
I think I'm with Dan on this one. It depends on what I want to listen to. I mean, I have so many favorites. I mean, as far as like on the punk side of things, I mean, yeah, Forest Sports and Squad, Narset, Port Patrol. I mean, there's so many bands in that genre. I don't really. That's where it comes in where I'm like, I don't really like picking, like having to pick certain names. 'Cause I love everybody. But I mean, when it comes to punk, those three. I mean, and if I want to, go into like, the maybe like Midwest emo-ish side of things. I mean, and these two bands in particular, they're not like super local. I mean, they're North Carolina bands, but not like close to here. Condado from Greensboro.
Yeah, you told me about them. Yep.
They're very good friends of mine. Swath from kind of from Boone, kind of from this area. Also very good friends of mine. And yeah, I mean, it just depends on the mood, but I don't really have like, like I don't like having to pick like favorites. I love everybody, but yeah, it depends on the mood.
That's actually what I meant by which genre is which mood for me.
And you know what? I'm glad I kind of asked this, and you guys responded that way because I'm going to change the question from now on. Not what is your favorite, what is a favorite? That would be a better way to ask.
Yeah.
Unless Sarah's on stage geeked.
Yeah.
I know it's geeked.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah. Shout out to Geek, to Paul, Ash,
Steven?
Steven, and I can't remember their name. I know it. I'm having a moment. Jordan. There we go. Yep, Jordan. I know his name. I was just having a moment. I'm a little nerd. What's your favorite song to play live? Before we segue into another song.
I don't feel like I had enough experiences playing new stuff live to be able to give an answer, honestly.
Yeah, we just introduced this new set. So the songs just came out, right? And we just started integrating them live. This is our third show playing the new stuff. But I will still
I feel
commit.
honored.
One of my favorite songs is It Came For Us off the first EP. That's one of my favorites.
I really liked playing Rotten a lot. I really liked
Rotten.
playing Rotten.
I think I know this one, Nancy.
Oh my gosh, that was one of my
Whoa,
favorites
wow.
too. That was so much fun to play.
Yeah, I love that.
We were just talking about playing that.
And it's so interesting.
Surprised you.
We were just talking about that.
You know, I noticed a lot of bands will say, my favorite song is Bones. And I'm like, oh, that's interesting because there's just a lot more going on. Oh, please.
On Saturday, my favorite song to play will be Wheelhouse.
And I'm kind of the same way, but I guess as y'all, I don't really like picking favorite song, but I think if I had to pick a few favorites, definitely, Castaways for sure. I mean, it's a very strong opener. It's just a lot of fun. As far as the new stuff goes, I'd have to say Sleepover. I love the beginning of it, all from beginning to end. It's just like, boom, 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 like straight through. I love playing Sleepover, and We Fell from the Sky. That's another favorite too. Yeah, those are my pets.
All right. I feel like that's a good segue into our next song.
No one picked this next one. I'm sorry to play this. This one's off the first EP. It's called Simple Price. read a book on apathy. Then give away all my things. It seemed a simple price to pay. Selling everything don't mean a goddamn thing to me. I'm getting up on listening. I bite my tongue, let it bleed. Down my throat, it's hard to breathe. Feeling everything the goddamn catastrophe. You better take it with a grain of salt. Letting go of the things we want. Unraveling, we come undone. With nothing left, we decay and rot. Everything don't mean a goddamn thing to me. Everything don't mean a goddamn thing. Ooh, sometimes everything don't mean a goddamn thing.
Can I hurry up and tinkle real quick?
You got a what? You got a pee? You're gonna pee break?
You can
Get on out of here.
It's okay. You can go.
I said tinkle because I was like, what do I say?
This will
Can
be
I
one of the.
tinkle? My
This will be-
5-year-old's
Just trust me,
showing.
fatties at bat like no. So I'm a parent, so I'm like, I gotta go potty, and I'm like, people are probably like, what is wrong with this dude? I'm like,
Go for it.
yeah,
But that's
right.
what's nice about this format is like we have the time to do that
Yeah,
and to be
exactly.
humans.
Yeah. Like, yeah, it's okay. Take a bathroom break. Like, it's cool. We'll be here when you get back.
What you may have noticed is this one has gauntlets of gauze.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
they had a surgery on the left hand, and then they had a major laceration on the right hand,
And still just killing it right now. That's
and
so
keep
punk
killing
rock.
it. So if you need to use the restroom, by all means,
Yeah, you can do whatever you want.
you do what you want.
Yeah. We'll still go on with the questions.
Okay.
She shouldn't be gone too long. What musicians or bands inspire you like directly? Like they got you like, hey, I want to do music. Like, I want to play. I want to sing. I want to write music. Like I want to be in a band.
Now or I would say now.
Now we're just
Through my life.
yeah. Like, or what was the big inspiration? You know.
It really depends on where I want to go creatively. So when it comes to like good punk stuff, I started with MXPX. Good, fun, bouncy, good stuff, And then just today we covered the song Sam I Am, a little more melancholic. But then I go shoegaze, this black gaze. As I was showing you the other day, like John and I were having a back and forth, sharing songs with each other.
Yeah.
And it was a French band called Alceste. Oh, make me melt. Oh my
you
God.
ever heard
Okay,
of them?
here we got some woos. Oh, like
Oh, I'm
that's
so excited.
we be. Yeah.
Oh, also, I have to jump back to the other tab really quick.
Yeah.
Another band, local band, is Babe Haven.
Yeah,
Playing with
they're
them.
great.
Yes, yes, yeah.
We're playing with them
Babe
October
Haven.
4th at the local 506.
Ooh, that's-
Another great band.
So it's Babe Haven, Narsic,
Mhm.
Distortions, and then we've got 3 drag artists who are coming through
Oh,
and giving
nice.
the Rocky Horror Picture Show theme.
Ooh.
So
It's
it's
gonna be
over the top.
fabulous.
Yep.
Ooh, that's gonna be awesome. I know Laura's probably well, it's one of my favorite movies, but it's also my wife's like all-time favorite movies, Rocky Horror Picture Show. So she's probably like, we need to get a sitter, we need to go to that.
Please.
Yeah,
Please tell me.
might have to. Anyway, anybody else?
It's got to be the Smiths.
Yeah.
For me, it depends on the time period. So, like, again, earlier I was like 9 or 10 when I discovered YouTube, and through that I got into a lot of like the, I guess, I'm gonna call some of these bands dad rock or butt rock. Or whatever. A lot of people call it butt rock.
Yeah.
Like on the radio, they say nothing butt rock. I mean, I discovered like Linkin Park, Breaking Benjamin, and I got more into the pumpy stuff with Green Day, and then then as you know the years went by, I got into when I was in high school. I went through this little spell or phase, whatever you want to call it, where I got more into Nirvana. I
Yeah.
started really diving deep into their catalog, and I got into what inspired that band, what inspired Kurt Cobain. I got into like more punk stuff, like typically when I think of punk, I think of like Bad Brains, Minor Threat, Fugazi, like that heavy stuff.
Oh yeah.
I love that stuff. But I mean, the one big band that kind of really influenced me, and there's some controversy with one of them right now, but the big one for me that kind of inspired me to do this is the Foo Fighters.
Yeah.
I love the Foo Fighters. Their music basically got me through high school.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I really don't know if I'd still be doing this if I didn't discover them. I mean, they inspired me to keep going with this.
Yeah.
This wacky music thing that I do. Yeah, they've been a huge inspiration for sure. Here's that.
Yeah. I was like, everybody's got to be at some point in their career, like, everybody's gonna be like a fan of Foo Fighters, Yeah.
I mean, from their early stuff, even some of their stuff now. I mean, like that first album, they rolled it on,
All by himself. Yeah.
all by himself. And every instrument, vocals, and he did it all on a little tiny set.
Yep.
And he put that out, and he had the choice at the time of either pursuing that and being a lead singer, guitar player of the band, or playing drums for Tom Petty.
Yep, that's right.
And he ultimately chose to do Foo Fighters. He wasn't sure what was going to happen with it, but I mean, what happened with it?
Yep. The Saint Cecilia EP is like one of my favorites by Foo Fighters.
Yeah.
And Vin Queller, who I love, Vin Queller, he's on that record too.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yep.
They do want to dress like some of his characters.
Yeah.
They're all kind of like, how does it fit this one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, we all, I'm not going to comment anymore on that, but I think
Yeah.
that's what we're all wrestling with.
I
Like,
can't.
Yeah.
How do I feel about it?
Yeah.
I can't plug one of my, or I can't I wouldn't run say one of my biggest influences because I can't.
It's weird, I mean, it just sucks.
Yeah.
Shit, but
Right.
It sucks to see somebody that you looked up to for so many years, get wrapped up in this kind of
Yeah.
controversy. But
Had a couple of those.
yeah,
Brand new.
yeah,
Anti-flag.
Yeah.
oh, does
Anti-Flare.
that was brand new too?
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
Oh, I've got I got some people to tell.
that news ain't brand new.
Sarah?
Yes.
Nice.
Doors.
So, before we segue into another song, what's your so far as a band, as Distortions? What's the favorite, like your most favorite show that you've ever played? And not this one.
Not to plug Punk and Drag again, but that's been one of the most highly energetic shows.
Oh, that was so much fun.
And like what? It was
May the Fourth be with you. It was the theme. So
Oh,
Star
I
Wars
remember. I
themed.
seen the video.
Punk and
Yeah,
Drag in May. It was,
those videos were cool.
so we're all
dressed up.
dressed up in Star Wars.
Yeah.
I was sexy Han Solo with these booty shorts and fishnets.
Oh, I saw.
Oh, it was so, and it was really nice because I was just ventilating. You know,
Isn't it nice?
oh, it's so great. And that was one of my favorite shows because it was Pinhook and it was just so charged, and everyone wanted to be there.
Shout out to Pinhook.
Yeah.
Yeah.
you
well,
know,
I'll be there twice next month for shows.
yeah.
All right. So what's our next song?
Landon, Short Circuit, yeah.
Yeah, Short Circuit.
So this one's off of our new EP. And this one's a special shout out to you, Ron.
Oh, thanks.
Thank you for having us. I appreciate it.
No, I appreciate y'all being here.
There's a problem. I think I found it. I lost sight of who I was. All the good and all the fuss. You're a dream. I'm a nightmare. When I wake up, you're never there. Try to make a big out of nowhere. Can we find the common ground? Through the noise, through the sound. Let the haze of victimized. All the wrong in your eyes. Was never good, was never bad. Was just something we once had. So the problem, did we solve it? Or got lost in our habit? And the problem, never solved it. Nothing I could think is tragic. Can we find the common ground? Through the noise and through the sound. We were responsible. Now we're impossible. I'm still in this house about, although you fed on my self-doubt. I wish to hell you were around. I wish I was what you are now. You comfort me, still in my dreams. Can we find the common ground? Through the noise and through the sound. We were responsible. Now we're impossible. Can we find the common ground? Through the noise and through the sound. We were responsible. Now we're impossible. That was from us to you all.
Yeah.
Especially for you all.
Yeah, what'd you think? Did it live up to your anticipated?
15 out of 10.
Okay.
It was awesome. It's all been awesome. I mean, it's cool that that bands actually want to come here and do this and play this show, and it means a lot to me. And like I get to do my part in the local music scene because I can't sing, I can't write songs, I can't play instruments, even though I try. But I get to do my part and to also be a part of the local music scene and just help it grow. That's my main thing is like I'm here to push these bands. I'm like I love like the bands I have on here. I personally pick because they're some of my favorite bands, and I just want everybody else out there to know who they are and to push them and stuff. So
We want to thank you because like we need people like you.
Yeah.
You know,
It
like
takes all of us to
Yeah.
build up the community.
right.
Seriously.
and there's a lot of fans around.
We
You know,
rise together,
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, and that's what we're doing. So thank you, Ron. You're able to bring our music to people who can't be here in the local scene.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And like people who that I know, that are friends that might come here and have never heard your band, and they come here and then you got a brand new, they're like, oh my God, like this band's amazing, and that's happened literally every show that I've done since,
wow.
I'd say,
That's so awesome.
Yeah.
You get to do that.
Yeah. So
You're on to something.
yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Okay. Wait, that's
Let's see how much time. Okay, so I had to check the time real quick. What lessons have you gained in your experience as musicians? What's probably like the best lesson that you've learned? We'll say that. Yeah. Be more social a little bit.
I think for me, it's allowing myself to get what I need out of it, but also knowing when something might be in the way of that. And adding to that, it's allowing space for myself to be who I am and allowing others to be themselves and having that space, you know?
Yeah.
And sometimes that's hard to do. You
Sure.
know, like I always want to show up to practice with like an open mind and like, you don't deserve what I just went through, you know, but I get to find my catharsis. So I think it's kind of allowing everyone to have their space. That's a tough one.
It's tough, but it's really rewarding when you can learn how to leave it at the door in a really real way and then get to share.
Yeah.
But I think my favorite thing, one of my, or not favorite, but I think a really important lesson has been leaning into your intuition.
Yeah.
And trusting that.
Because sometimes that's hard to do. You know, you second guess yourself. I do it all the time. So.
There's so many voices from
Yeah.
growing up, people saying things to you, you know, that you're just like, they live their life.
I would add on to what Lucas said and just like have an open mind and say yes to new opportunities. And that's why I'm here right now. It's just like a conversation led to some really great music that I can be a part of now.
And we're grateful for it too.
I became a drummer 14 years ago, and but I didn't actively start playing gigs until like I was maybe 16, 17. And I feel like just being a part of the scene has really, I think more than anything, it hasn't just given me, you know, it's given me more than just, you know, not opportunities to be on the stage, you know, being bands. It's given me a family.
Yeah. Like you feel like you're like, this is where I belong.
It's where I belong. It's, you know, it's where I feel the most comfortable. And yeah, I mean, like, you know, everybody, you know, that I've met so far, you know, that I've played with so far, you know, it really does feel like family. This band is definitely my family. And that's the big thing for this. That's what drives me, you know, doing this, because I know that it's the best thing for me.
Yeah.
And at this point, I don't know what else I'd be. I don't know what else I'd be doing. I mean, you know, I got a day job. I have a side business that I do and all that stuff. But I mean, I can speak for, you know, all four of y'all when I say this is everything.
It's where you want to be.
Yeah. And I've gotten so many awesome friends out of it. It's great.
I feel the same way, like with doing the show and getting to interact with like all these local bands and stuff. I feel the same way. Everything you just said, like 100%. You know, and like I said, I feel like fortunate. What do you want, and what do you hope people take away from your music?
Lift each other up.
Yeah, I think it's
Be accountable. Don't be an asshole. Was that what you said?
no, hey, that's because we're
don't be a doo-doo
butthole.
head.
Don't be a butthole.
Be this.
No time for buttholes.
Don't be a jerk.
Lift each other up. Yeah, I'm about community, you know, and I'm about like contributing to the community, getting back as much as you put in, you know, and allowing other people, you know, to like show their strength, their talent. It's like freaking stoked, You know, that I found a local little community here. You know, and then there's this community in Oxford.
Yeah.
Like, holy crap!
Yeah.
I'm absolutely coming back.
Whoop, whoop.
You know, so
Oh,
that's
yeah.
what I get out of it.
I've already started, you know, booking for Next Door Music Festival next year. So, you know, I'm not gonna say anything yet because it's a little early. But you know, check with me in the spring.
Yeah. Yeah. There we go. Yeah.
They're on the list. They're on the list. They're on the list. Look, it's still early. Still early. Hush now.
As long as we do good on this next song.
Yeah, right.
And you got to talk to our production manager, Kieran.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got to go through her first.
Okay. So I'm gonna ask one last question, and then we'll play one last song, and then after that, I'll end the show. For those out there that are like brand new to playing guitar, they've got the passion, they got the drive. That's what they want to do, like, or drums or bass or whatever. You know, they are like, this is what I want to do in my life. What's the best advice that you could give somebody who's like, hey, I want to do that, or I want to get involved with the local scene, like, but I don't play instruments, or what advice would you give them? Like your best piece of advice?
Go up to a musician and ask them to show you something, and then keep following that.
And just take it from there.
Yeah, like if you didn't have access to something, that's what I would do. I would be like, hey, excuse me, could you show me how to do that, or like, you know, whatever. Or if I wanted to learn how to do this, you know, and then see what they say.
Yeah.
Just follow it and just, like, you know, don't let anything get in your way. Oh yeah, you should.
If you can do your ABCs up to G and you count to 4, then you can play pretty much anything.
Yeah, it's very true. Yeah. I'm going to be kind of along your lines of just always stay curious, you know, and don't limit yourself. Check your ego and be curious about what other people are doing. You know, there's always someone better, sure. But you should strive to, you know, grow personally.
Yeah. Oh, she's part of the band.
Other classmates, and we were like, hey, we started a band, you know? Okay. And our first bid was actually on the tapestry of the main stage.
Wow.
That was your first gig?
I mean, it was a
Got born for start.
Yeah, right.
It was a battle of the bands thing. It was a high school band, but still, I mean, you know, I mean, my best advice to you is just take chances, you know? Get out of your comfort, get out of your comfort zone once in a while. Go out to a local show and talk to people. Find somebody that's looking to start a band with them. You're not a musician. Figure out ways how you're helping support out. We have a lot of friends like help support, whether it's birds or having a podcast, even just coming out and play. I have two friends over there.
Yeah.
Rachel and
Shout out
Martha.
Martha and Rachel, which Rachel is my concert buddy. We, me, her, and my wife and I went to Stay Inside, Knuckle Puck and Wonder Years, because Stay Inside are friends of mine. And we were just outside smoking, and then Rachel came up and was like, hey, can I sit here? And we started talking, and then now she's my concert buddy.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's just what it's all about. Whether you're a musician or not, find out how you can support best, and be confident, but stay humble. That's the thing. Don't let egos get to it. Be confident in yourself, but stay grounded, and you'll be good.
and allow yourself to make mistakes.
Yes.
Yeah.
This is punk rock.
Don't let your
Yeah.
ego tell you that you're the best or the worst.
That's true. That's true. All right. Well, let's.
Gosh darn it.
Yeah.
Gosh boo.
So we'll. Is that a Ninja Turtle?
Yes.
Is that from like?
That's
back
my
in the
pedal
day?
board buddy. Everyone should
Dude.
have a pedal board buddy. That is my Ninja Turtle from when I was a child.
I remember that one.
Do you remember that?
Yes. That's why I
Yeah,
was like,
yeah.
wait a minute. I was like, is that a Ninja Turtle?
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. It was the skateboarding one.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Came with a little skateboard.
Yep. I had all those.
So
All
cool.
right. Well, what will be our last song that we hear?
This is gonna be Sleepover. Yeah. So we just introduced this one. This is off of the new EP. So let's give it a go.
I remember once when I was so happy, surrounded by the strength and warmth of my family. Never goes back on the fear of incapacity. Now I've got the strength to the intensity.
I wish I was a better man. I wish I was still your best friend. I hope you know that I did try, but I can't move on from you and clear my throat and my memory alone again, letting new to me. I'm not a loss, it's a losing streak. Healing to being darkness and the I had it in my head, I had it in my heart. I never thought it would ever fall apart. I always let you in, and now I'm hemorrhaging, a caveman is suffering.
I was no gold winged angel ripped through box tops. I took the 5 and I left them in the and I walked down the alley to Alvarado Street. At the first bar. I don't know, but that was a happy little accident. I
Happy
like
little
the
accident, feedback.
We're gonna have to make sure there's feedback next time.
Okay.
I liked it.
I was just like,
Yeah,
I just,
it was a nice feeling.
I didn't know if it was all of a sudden gonna get real loud. And
No, it's the power of the nerd shop.
Yeah, it's the old Bob Ross. It's the old Bob Ross.
All right,
That
well,
was a little bit of a
That was awesome.
thank you.
Yeah, no.
diversion.
you.
From the,
That was fun. That was the first one.
So with that being said, we're gonna say our goodbyes and wrap up this episode, this September episode of Studio Session Series on Stuck in Rotation for Next Door Radio. I want to thank Distortions. Love you guys. Amazing show. I'm glad I got a front row seat. That's pretty wicked. This show is great, and it means a lot to me that local bands, like I said, they want to come up here, they want to do this, and they want to play. And anybody out there listening, if you've got an awesome local band, hit me up on the socials on Instagram. Yeah, and I'm booked up till next February. Okay, maybe March. I'm waiting for Blab School. They said maybe for March. So, but I'll book out for 2 years from now. I don't, let's do it, But thank you so much. It means a lot that you came out to Oxford and to do this. And this has been September's episode of Studio Session Series for Stuck in Rotation and Next Door Radio. My name is Ron. Listen every Thursday, Stuck in Rotation, 8 to 9 p.m. We'll see you next Thursday.